I think a lot of artists want to get to the point where you're making music that you genuinely like listening to and share that. Whereas I've always been more insecure about it and not feeling super confident in what I'm making is cool. I started playing off of YouTube, and then I went into high school, and there was really fortunate to have a really good music program at the high school I went to. I started writing a bunch of songs. I did an album when I was 16-ish, which was really crazy and sort of absurd. I don't think it was like particularly good, but it was very interesting and fun, and I learned a lot. I was introduced to recording and that process. But that got me really excited about recording music and also writing music. And I got CDs made, did the whole thing. Still have like 100 CDs. When I was in the band, I didn't do a lot of my own music. I basically didn't write any songs on my own for the 4 years. Even our styles, or the way that we like dress ourselves, is very different. And the music we listen to is very different. The music we write, our influences are very different. And that resulted in really cool music, but a very sort of disjointed persona. A lot of the music we wrote in the band was very quick, whereas when it's me writing all alone, I'm like, what is this song about? Maybe it's about that, maybe it's about this, maybe it should be about this. Oh, I don't know what that's about, but I don't even know what that means. And I get in my head about it, whereas the band was like, it was a lot more cut and dry, especially because you got 3 other people looking at you, waiting for you to finish writing the thing that you're supposed to be writing. But I will say that that sort of resulted in me personally having, writing a lot and not all of them being that personal. It wasn't necessarily about my experience. I was just writing for a character in a song that someone else was started. Especially now, I've been trying to do this for a long time, is like write authentically and what's my own experience. Having more experiences in growing up only makes that easier to some degree because you have more vocabulary to describe what it is you're going through. Some of my older music, especially in high school, where I was writing the most, I read back my lyrics and I'm like, oh, these are just statements of things that I thought sounded cool. I still struggle, and I think I'm going to still struggle with writing for other people. And I do catch myself doing that very often, where I'm like writing a song and I'm thinking, are people gonna like this? Like, is this music that other people are gonna enjoy? Is this music filling this sort of niche? Is this doing, and I get in my head, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And instead of thinking, oh, what do I like? Because really, that's what I want to be. I want to be at a place where I'm just writing music that I think is fun, that I think is good, and that I think is music I would want to listen to. The contents and the lyrics feel a lot more grounded, cohesive. There's like a proper narrative that is describing the idea that I'm trying to get across more directly than I have before. This feels way closer to the music that I like listening to, I resonate the most with, and I feel represents me.
When I close my eyes, there's pollock stars weaving through the black.
Evergreen is the name of the song. It's about having the kind of relationship that can weather a storm, and how you can kind of grow together in adversity, and having someone who is able to hold the space for when you fuck up, coming back to that common goal, is sort of the thing that binds you as people, because it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's funny because I've been listening to some really old little voice memos and stuff that I had when I was first writing the song, and it really, like, totally different, which is fun. I always send my music, like little shitty recordings on my phone, to a couple different friends, and I'll be like, should I do anything with this? Is this good? I'm craving validation, to a fault probably. So I always send my music to my friend Eliana. I think she's honest, or maybe not. Maybe she's blowing smoke, but I hope not. I was really mindful of my lyrics and going back and making sure that everything had a place and contributed something, because that's something that I've done before, that you'll write a line and it's sort of just saying the same thing that it said before, and it's just filler, and it's like, does that really need to be there? Is that doing anything? So I feel like I was more adamant about that process.
If the balance is
I really hadn't practiced any of my production skills that I've learned, or engineering skills, on my own music, really. It was band music or other people's music. So it was fun to flex some muscles that I hadn't flexed on my own music. And I tried a couple new techniques and things that I hadn't done yet. The sort of idea was to emulate a symphony. Then one over here, and then one over here. They say it's the closest thing to what a human, your sort of binaural.
it's easy on the lips.
Rory really encouraged me to take it from the demo to a proper song. Wanting to take it from the sketch on the napkin to the IMAX camera, fully realized thing. His sort of description was more of, the song is there, the pieces are all there, it's just they're at a lower resolution. Let's just crisp it up a little bit. Because I kept asking him, do you think it needs this? Do you think it needs that? Does it need a choir, more strings? Should I rewrite this verse? Should I do that? In a frantic sort of insecurity. And he was like, no, let's just record it at a higher caliber. And that's pretty much what we did. I managed to weasel my way into adding more layers and things, which may or may not have done a good job or not. Definitely a mentor to me. When I sent him the song, he was pretty stoked on it and really wanted me to pursue making it that next level, spending a full 8-hour, 12-hour day at the studio just recording the acoustic guitar main part is a lot slower than other sort of projects I've been a part of, but it does result in a better product. Strings was a hard day for me because in the last few years I haven't been playing violin very much. So there's a lot of cobwebs coming off of my play. And it's always frustrating when you hear something, but you can't, your fingers aren't letting you do it. The biggest thing was just an ego thing. I thought I was going to be able to execute at a higher caliber than I was. That was definitely just frustrating just on myself. But I think we put enough takes in and enough work. Lucas, who played the drums, I feel like that day went very well. It just sort of happened. He's great. We had lots of fun. Lucas does a great job at taking that idea and running with it and making it cooler, which I think he did well. Sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, wow, look what we did. Fantastic. Some days I listen to it and I'm like, wow, look what we did. Shit. Awful. But I think that's more of a reflection on my state of mind than anything else. I'm sort of excited to not listen to it for a while, to some degree. I'm also excited to have other people listen to it and hopefully get sick of it. So a little bit of dread, a lot of excitement. And I'm also just sort of starting to get excited about my next couple songs that I want to work on. Because, freeing up more time is always exciting. It's almost a bit I'm an artist. I'm this echelon of thing. I don't really know what it means to be an artist. I think it's hard to not sound like I don't know, pretentious or silly. It's just creativity. I think being an artist is just a different label for someone who's creative. I think a lot of people are artists who might not think they're artists. What I want being an artist to mean is being genuine with your self-expression and being authentic regardless of what that looks like. It's easier said than done. At least I find that. I'm constantly berating myself with imagining what my art is, how it's being perceived and how it's being consumed. And I'm trying to get away from that as much as I can. And I think like the best art that I know usually is made in that way where they don't care. If they're making it for themselves, I want to be super genuine and authentic because that's what I care about.